Hello everybody, this is Jenny McGurvey and I am here today to share with you the latest Sweet Stamp Shop on Cherry Street kit that is being released on August 18th, 2014. And I have left the kit in the packaging just so you could see how it all comes together because there's a couple of neat features that come with this kit. So let's get started. Now, as you can see, it's in a nice Ziploc plastic bag. It's a nice heavy one. You can use it for keeping all of the elements and the pieces together, though you would not have to. Now, normally I don't like to leave these in the kits or in the packages because I don't like all the noise that it makes taking things out of the package. I think that's distracting. So normally I take it all out, but I wanted to share with you these fun bits. So there's the plastic bag, which is not that big of a deal. It's just a plastic bag. Now, but you get all of these fun elements, but you get a bonus card in this kit, which is so fun. You just trim it out, got sand with some very cute illustrations. And so not only is it just the backing to the packaging, but you also receive a fun extra card as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, as you can see here, we have a fun stamp set with a bunch of really neat images and text. I like this a lot because I like all the different arrows that are included here. And again, you guessed it, there's lots of double stamping opportunities here as well. And then plus, as a bonus, the little watermelon and the popsicle are super cute. I'm going to put the wood veneer away just for a second so I can share with you the cards, and then I'll get to the wood veneer. Now, as you can see here, you will receive four 4x6 cards, including this striped one, which I really like the colors here, so I'm very excited to use that one. Then you also receive this Explore More card that it's got sort of that treasure map feel and then distressed edges and stuff like that, but it's really got the fun script, the little life preservers. Is that what that's called? Anyway. And then the anchors. Now, what's really fun about that is that it's very basic and neutral, and so you could put a photo right on top of here, or you could use it for the base of a card and still add lots more. And so I really like that that's neutral and it does not overpower anything. And then also for both of these other cards, you could definitely use them as horizontal or vertical. As you can see, they really lend themselves to either which way. I tend to just use Design A page protectors, which are the standard horizontal 4x6 and vertical 3x4. So I don't generally need too many vertical cards, but this one is so cute. I know I'll find a way to work it into a card. So I'm going to go ahead and just set these aside so we can look at the 3x4 cards as well. Now you will receive some fun ones. Now, as you can see here is this summertime. This super sweet little crab. I actually already have an idea for this that I'm very excited about. Some beach balls. The little cute watermelon, which we saw on the stamp. See that? Yummy. Home is where the anchor drops. X marks the spot. Sort of continuing that treasure map theme. Sink or swim. The lighthouse. The very cute little sailboat, but then also with the skull and crossbones on there. And then just this nice basic red and white striped with this center. Now we also receive these fun sort of different shaped ones, which are kind of different. You don't see a whole lot of these in most kits, and I like that a lot. Here is like a frame, a cut one that has the tab at the top, and then another frame with the shark that says help me. So as you can see, those are a lot of fun. Now we also receive a little glassine baggie full of wood chips, Now, like I said, I don't normally like to keep these in the original containers because I think the noises are distracting, but I decided that this time I would, just so that you could see how these items actually come packaged. Now, you receive this really adorable anchor, which I'm loving, and I think would look really cute right there on that card. I don't know why. I'm sort of fixated on that, so I imagine you'll find that showing up in my pieces, in my project. Now, also, you receive all of these fun little bits, and what I'm liking about these little circles is that they kind of remind me of bubbles. So with the water theme here, that's very fun. So as you can see, you could make a little with all kinds of different elements. And then fun arrows, which I can never get enough arrows in my pocket scrapbooking. I don't know about you, but they are just awesome to draw your attention to different elements in a photo. Or I'm sure they're perfect for card making as well. I don't consider myself a huge card maker, though I do make cards. But I am positive that arrows can absolutely make a really good addition to your cards. So now this is a look at all of the elements in this kit, and as you can see here, there are 8 3x4 cards and 4 4x6 cards, and then actually I lied, there's actually 10 3x4 cards. I'm sorry, I forgot about these 2 over here. And then there are 3 of the die cut, and then some little wood pieces, plus the super cute stamp set, and then also that bonus one that is included on the packaging. So I hope you like the look at this kit, and what we're going to do now is I am going to go ahead and start working on a Project Life spread with this particular kit and walk you through how I used the kit for a week worth of Project Life. So let me go ahead and pick this up, and then I can get all of my other elements out to share with you. Okay, now that I've shared the kit with you, let's go ahead and get started making the pages. Now in the move, I have misplaced my templates that I normally use, so you're going to have to bear with me on these page protectors. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw down the cards that I feel like might work best for this particular layout. I have a few different ones chosen, and like usual, I use quite a few of the 4x6 cards. Now I'm going to start trimming my photos and getting those ready. For that Explore More card, I had originally planned on using a couple of very small square photos, but the way that I ended up printing them, it didn't kind of work out well that way. So I'm going to try something that is totally different and I wouldn't ordinarily do. And in the end, I can't actually decide if I like it or not, but it's really okay. It's not that big of a deal. And I can use some fun little stamps on this one as well, the ones that say "Ate This," because it's actually, the card is a little bit about sushi, which is super fun to be able to use that fun stamp. And then I will also add the little arrow as well to go with that, and I like that a lot. And the fact that I actually still have room to add just the slightest bit of journaling on the other side of that photo is also really cool too. So it really ended up the way that I wanted it to, being able to do that. Now, as you can see, I have another spot open for a 4x6 photo. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the edges from my selfie off, and then I'm going to add 3 of those little circles, like I said earlier, that kind of remind me of water bubbles, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere those right down. Now, I will also pull out a stamp to go ahead and stamp right on top of this photo, and I decided it would be super cute right next to those wood veneers, but of course I can't actually get close enough to the photo with the wood veneers there, so I have to pull them off and put them back on. But it's just one of those things that happens, and I don't consider myself to be an expert in this at all, so it's pretty typical. Now I will go ahead and stamp with the arrow, and I just put the arrow at the top of the block so that I wouldn't have that same problem again, and it would fit just fine with the wood veneer right there. Now I'm going to use this cute little 8 yummy card to do my journaling, and I don't have my my ruler handy, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the packaging, the back card that goes in the bag to draw my lines with my magnetic mat. So it worked out perfectly. Now as you can see, I'm using a slick writer. These cards are just a little bit slippery, and so I was afraid that a regular pen would smear. So I'm just going to go ahead and use one of those American Crafts slick writers. I would have used a Sharpie or whatever I had handy. This was just the thing that I grabbed first. Now I'm putting down those photos and adding on that one particular photo a little wood veneer to see if I like it there, and then adding a little bit of adhesive to that Polaroid frame right around my photo, and then trimming the edges with my scissors also, just so they don't peek out from behind that frame. But I'm keeping this spread very, very simple. I am a couple weeks behind now based on the move, and so I just really want to keep the focus on the story and the photos, and I'm not going to add too much embellishing here. I am going to pull out a little sticker to go on top of this photo, and so I can add just the tiniest bit, just some names and the date stamp, which of course I don't do very well either because I'm really lacking. Now the great thing about a phone is that I can go back and I can check the dates of things that when they actually happened and record the correct date, whereas I might have ordinarily forgotten. So I'm really enjoying that part of using my phone. Now as you can see there, I just wrote the names and the dates on that cute little sticker that I pulled from my stash. It does not come in this kit, and that's the same is true also for that little label sticker, where I'm adding just the slightest little bit to that as well, just because it was a really funny photo, and that's it. So I'm going to use that striped card for my date card. I'm going to add the date on there, and originally I was going to use red because I wanted to highlight the red for this page, but I don't have enough letter stickers, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the navy blue, which is really fun, and it goes well with that minty aqua anyway, so it's okay. Now, like I said, I'm keeping this page pretty simple. I've added a couple of stickers from my stash, but I'm mostly just working with the kit. I wanted to get the page done and then do it in a cute way, and so the kit really helped me just simply do that, and I didn't even really feel like I needed to add any more, to be perfectly honest. Now, as you can see, I was playing around with that wood veneer anchor because it's so super cute, and I wanted to see if I could use it, but I'm going to not use it. Now I finished the left side of this layout, so I'm going to go ahead and break out the right side, and luckily there's no more distracting page protector there. Now I'm throwing down some of the cards along with that wood veneer, and then getting out the photos that I have intended for this side. A couple of 4x6s, and then also 2 3x4s that I will put on top of a white 4x6 card as well. Now as you can see, it's a pretty full page. There was a lot of photos and a lot of activity this week, and it was really actually a pretty emotional week with a lot going on as well, and I'm not actually adding a whole lot of text about that. I'm really pretty hopeful that the photos will help jog our memories in the future. Now I'm going to use those alphabet stickers just to spell out the name of my son's team right there on the side of that photo. And then I will also go ahead and use a little flare from my stash to go with that as well, just to very simply embellish the photo. Unfortunately, you cannot see it because it's cut off at the bottom. Again, the casualty of the move, I don't have my usual photo set up for my videos, so I'm just sort of making do. Now as you can see, I added a arrow type sticker to use for some journaling, and I'm just going to go ahead and add the tiniest bit of that right there with my regular pen, and then an arrow wood veneer. And I really like these arrow wood veneers. I wish I had a whole bunch of them. They're perfect for just about anything because their size is fantastic. Now I will do a tiny bit of stamping as well on that top photo right there in the middle, and I love how that looks right there on the sky. It's very fun. Now I'll go ahead and add one of the tiny arrows again to motion down to the photo. Now as you can see, I'm working on some of the rest of the photos, adding a little sticker to that one photo on the left side in the center, and that sticker is also from my stash. But I'm going to go ahead and use these alphabet stickers to label that photo of the two boys, one of which is my son and the other is his friend, and I'm just writing their names with the alphabet stickers. And I like the red, it gives it a little pop of color, and it's accentuated from that there's a little bit more red on this spread, or this side of the page, excuse me, from that red and white striped card next to it with the anchor wood veneer, which I'm super excited I got to use. Now, on that bottom card, I'm going to go ahead and adhere those 2 trimmed down 3x4 cards right on top of that. And then I'm going to use the alphabet stickers to spell out champions. And I'm going to use the same red ones for some continuity that I used in the above photo as well. Now, you can't see it because, like I said, it got cut off, but it does spell out champions, and you will see that in just a minute when I push the whole thing forward. Now, I like to use some of the same elements on different parts of the layout just to keep things together and keep them pretty cohesive. I sometimes like to use thickers or alphabet stickers or certain different elements to do that. Now, as you can see, I'm using the backing from the kit for the same thing to draw my journaling, but I'm not using lines this time. I'm just using it as a guideline. And then really, honestly, that's about it for this particular layout. I'm keeping it pretty simple and not doing too much outside of embellishing from the kit, just using all of the really awesome elements to work together and letting those really describe the different things going on in this particular week. So I hope you have enjoyed this look at not only the kit, but my project life as well. And this is week 30. And you can find all of these items at www.sweetstampshop.com. And this is the On Cherry Street kit. Thank you for stopping by.